Hello, hello, and welcome. I'm excited to share with you today why mental abuse can be so damaging to relationships. And once again, I'm excited to share this with you tonight. So thank you for joining me. For those of you that don't know me or are new to me, my name is Christina Abad. I'm a love and relationship coach, and I help driven and ambitious women build healthy relationships for lasting, committed relationships, right? And I'm super excited because in today's quick video, welcome Nini. I'm super excited to share why mental abuse is so damaging to you personally, but also your relationships. And I'm going to share a little bit more about mental abuse and how you can recognize this because it's very common that we hear about physical abuse, right? And you hear the horror stories and you see the marks on people and you've heard probably you've either heard or because the statistics on abuse are wild on how common it is. But mental abuse is a lot less more so recognized in the fact that, it doesn't really leave any physical marks, but it definitely leaves traces in your mind, in your body, in yourself as a person, and in your relationships. So, a little bit more about recognizing if you're perhaps within an abusive partner, if you've been in an abusive relationship, how to recognize mental abuse. Some markers in your partner are that they're probably very insecure. Your partner's insecure. You might notice some signs of lacking empathy and being able to, put themselves in another person's shoes and relate to other people, and they see love as possession, right? Like, if you're with me, you're mine kind of situation. And these are some key factors that you want to take into consideration when you're starting to date, and you might have gone through something like this and now you look back in retrospect and you notice that these were signs that were already there. Welcome, Fresh. And another sign of mental abuse in relationships is that they're domineering, right? They want to control you. Now, whether this is a relationship that's already established, it might be somewhat financial, it might be physical, right? Exerting physical control over you. And more so because it's mental abuse, psychological, right? In the way that they speak to you and convey how you guys are together, right? So, for example, if you were to be in a domineering relationship, you might be with someone who is always pointing out everything that you do wrong, who blames you for their mood, for something going wrong in their life, right? They're gonna blame you. You're gonna be they're going to blame you. They might be sarcastic. They might make false accusations. And it's a relationship filled with turmoil where it creates this feeling of uncertainty. You don't feel safe. You don't feel secure in this relationship. You feel shame that this is the way that this relationship is, the situation that you find yourself. You might be in a situation where you're feeling gaslit. If you've ever heard about gaslighting, it's where you're questioning your own sanity. You're questioning, right, whether you're losing your mind because you're falsely accused, you're being blamed, you're being shamed, nothing you do is ever good enough, and you don't feel safe in your relationship. And these are ways that this abuser, right, this insecure abuser is going to exert control over you and try to either control you once again through whatever method is possible for them, whether that's psychologically, domineering you physically, with threats, and causing this turmoil that doesn't lead to a healthy relationship, that is not fulfilling, that is not somewhere where you feel safe, right? A relationship is supposed to be a place that you feel safe, that's built on trust, that's built on, being together and making this work out. So I wanted to share these because, once again, when you find yourself in an abusive relationship, in this case specifically mentally abusive, you will see it come up in this insecurity of yourself, right? Because now you've been toyed with. Now your mind you've been shamed. Everything is, they're blaming you. And then you start blaming yourself. You start shaming yourself. You begin to internalize these feelings and these thoughts and this idea, and now you're the one, right, blaming you. You're the one that is feeling insecure. You're the one that's not feeling worthy of love, not feeling worthy of respect, not feeling worthy of being in a healthy relationship. And I share this with you because, once again, many of us know and have heard and have probably know someone that has been in an abusive relationship. And most of the time, as I said, we've heard about physical abuse, and mental abuse hasn't been so widely shared about. So I really wanted to come on here and share with you a couple of signs that will help you recognize if you've been in an abusive relationship, or if you're still dealing with the effects of having been in an abusive relationship. And once again, you might be in a position where you're dating now and you still feel unworthy and insecure in your relationships and not really knowing how to relate, because now you're carrying this with you. Because mental abuse, right, not only, once again, tarnishes your relationships with yourself, but with potential partners, because you might be expecting this to happen again, because you might not be allowing yourself to open up to someone new and a new possibility, right? So I wanted to share that with you because I want you to know that you're not alone. Once again, the statistics on mental abuse, physical abuse in relationships is staggering. And I wanted you to know that you're not alone, that you don't have to go through this alone, right? There are others that have come before you that have learned how to cope, how to resolve these issues that arise when you have been through these kind of situations. So if you need support, reach out, whether that's looking for therapy, getting a relationship coach, whatever you need to do to really rebuild yourself and rebuild your confidence, your trust in yourself, and your worthiness, and knowing that you deserve a relationship where you feel safe, where you're loved, where you're cared for, and you're not being, right, toyed with and abused, because you're a person. You deserve respect, love, and to be in a relationship where you feel safe and you can trust your partner. So with that said, if you need support in this area, reach out. I would love to support you. And once again, you're not alone. So remember to choose you, choose love, stay blessed, and I will see you soon. Have an amazing day. Bye.